Hi, this is Michelle Shelley, band to VSG, and this is my 2-week post-op update. I wanted to come to you today and let you know that I'm doing well. I'm actually 15 days post-op, and I had my surgery on December the 16th at Texoma Medical Center in Denison, Texas, under the care of Dr. Ikram Qureshi. I had a starting weight of 208, and my current weight is 199. Now that's a 0 weight loss for the week, and I'm a little bit disappointed in it, but I think I understand why. I'm continuing to have issues with constipation. I have been tinkering around with insulin doses, and we have had to alter some of my cardiac medications, which led to a little bit of a fluid retention. So I think that in working with my doctors to get those things resolved, that perhaps next week I'll have a loss. Certainly, tinkering around with insulin doses is not conducive to weight loss, and my endocrinologist understands that, and I really think my blood sugars have been good. They're 170 in the 180s without any insulin at all, and that's compared to 450s to 500s several months pre-op. So I'm feeling really good. When your blood sugars are that high, it really makes you tired, and I found that I have more energy after surgery. And I've actually been walking. I started out walking my dog a half a block, and now we're back up to a block, and that's what I was doing pre-op. But I feel like I have more energy to do things during the day. Prior to surgery, and did you guys just see me swallow hard there? I want to explain that because I saw that in several of the beginning post-op videos that I watched, and I wondered what that was, if you had just eaten something and it wasn't sitting right. But it's your mouth is so dry that you feel like you have to do a hard swallow to swallow your spit when you're talking. So if you notice I'm doing that, that's why, and I just wanted to explain it because I never had it explained in any of the other videos that I watched, or so that's why. I'm not sick to my stomach, and I'm not trying to hold back a belch or anything like that. It's just that I have to do a hard swallow to moisten my mouth. So back on track, I think that my activity levels will increase as I heal more. I bought some videos pre-op that I want to try, and I just think it's a little bit too early for me to get into some very vigorous cardio because I'm still healing. My wounds are looking pretty good for a diabetic. I know it'll take me a little bit longer to heal than it would a non-diabetic, so I'm watching those, and I just feel like I have more energy throughout the day. I've been doing more. Gosh, I've actually felt like cleaning my house, and that's kind of, is that good or bad? Anyway, I did have some losses in inches this week versus actual weight loss on the scale, and I'm really glad that some of you in your videos suggested that you take measurements pre-op. I've lost an inch in my neck. I've lost about a ½ inch in my arm. Did not lose anything in my bust. 4 inches in my waist. Nothing in my hips. And I think it was a ½ inch, a ½ inch in my thigh, and I didn't lose anything in my calf. So I'm definitely telling the difference in my clothes. I can also tell a little bit of definition in my cheeks and my chin, although I still have my gobbler down here, but yeah, I can tell a little bit there, and I feel better. It's just so much better. I cannot tell you. Even though I'm recovering from surgery, I just feel so much better, which is awesome. I made a discovery this week. If any of you guys are having problems tolerating the protein shakes that you once enjoyed pre-op, it may be the foam. I discovered that the protein, the whey protein isolate that's in a lot of the shakes that we drink, gets foamy when you shake it or blend it. And for me, it was the foam that wasn't sitting well. And I don't know how to describe it other than it just didn't sit well on my stomach. It didn't make me sick. I just had this uncomfortable feeling on my stomach. And what I ended up doing was mixing those and letting them sit overnight. I did this with both the fruit juice variety and the creamy variety. And you guys might remember I made a video pre-op that I was using the Syntrax or Matrix Nectar brand, and that's what I've continued to use. I like the taste. It's not that I can taste the protein or smell it. I have winter allergies and due to cedar, and so I certainly can't smell it or taste it. So for me, it was just how it felt on my stomach. And since I have been refrigerating those for several hours before drinking them, I just stir them with a spoon before drinking them, and rather than reshaking them, that way they do not recreate the foam, and they sit so much better on my stomach. I also have advanced to a soft diet. My doctor doesn't do the long stages that a lot of doctors do. I was actually able to start soft diet on my 14th day or actually 13th day post-op. And that's going really well. I've had refried beans with a little taco seasoning and cheese. I've been able to do a scrambled egg. And just one egg is about my limit. I mean, it sits comfortably on my stomach, and I get that sensation if I eat another bite, that'll be too many. I've not been sick yet. Thank goodness. And if any of you are watching this video because you're going from lap band to sleeve, just know that it feels so much different than the lap band. My signals prior on the lap band were often I would get a runny nose, and then I would start to slime, and then I would get that hard stop like you swallowed a softball right in the middle of your chest, and then if that was ignored, then it was going to come up through your nose. Not with the sleeve so far for me anyway. I just have this feeling, and it's not a feeling of being so full you feel like you need to unbutton your pants. It's a content feeling. Right now, I can drink about 4 ounces of fluid in one sitting, like with a shake or something like that. I have to divide it into 4-ounce servings. And as far as the soft foods like the refried beans or the egg or something like that, it's 1/4 to 1/2 cup. And any more than that, and then I feel like if I take another bite, it's going to be uncomfortable. I am hitting my fluid goals of 64 ounces a day, and I want to increase that because constipation was an issue with me before surgery, and it's compounded after. I want to increase that. I see that some of you have fluid goals of 100 to 120 ounces a day. I think that would be beneficial for me, so I need to work on that. Want to work on increasing my activity, and hopefully next week I'll have a loss to report other than just inches. And I just want to tell you all how much I appreciate your videos, and that you took the time to make them and put them out there, because they've been so helpful to let newbies like me know that we're not alone, and that somebody else has gone through this and have recommendations too. Something else I wanted to mention was I had seen on Facebook that some people were recommending a tea called Smooth Move Tea to relieve constipation. If any of you guys have tried that or heard about it, I'd appreciate some feedback in the comments. I saw it on Amazon, and I would like to order some, but not without some more reviews on it. Currently, I'm doing a half dose of milk of magnesia, which is 15 cc's or milliliters versus the whole 30 milliliters. And I just mix that up in my shakes. And usually by the next day, by noon, I'm able to eliminate. However, I don't want to rely solely upon milk of magnesia to have a bowel movement. My surgeon seems to think this problem will correct itself, but I also know there are some of you that have been making videos in which constipation has been a long-term issue. So if you have any thoughts about that, please leave me a comment. Otherwise, I will see you guys again next week for my post-op week 3 video. And until then, be blessed and Happy New Year. Bye.